Good evening, everybody. Welcome to DADBEAR.Downtime and another live stream of one of our Space Engineers playthroughs. This is episode 23 of our Henry's Hardasses final exam scenario. And just right off the bat, a few things that are different. We're streaming here at night. We usually don't stream at night, but I'll be honest with you, I actually thought about recording this as an episode instead of streaming. But I've just gotten so used to the streaming that I was kind of worried about what I would be able to put out anything that was even worth looking at if it was a recording. So we are going to do this, I'm going to say, the way we've been doing it and go from there. So part of the reason for deciding to do this was because we have reached a point in this particular scenario that, due to my playing style, and I want to make sure you guys understand that this is 100% due to my playing style. Ah, shoot. It's not coming up correctly. I'm going to have to change some things. I optimize settings again. I know that's why this is happening. Still trying to work out the issues with our windrows playthrough. Still have had no success with that. And just in doing what I do, it has affected some of our other things here. Let's go ahead and get this. That should be right. There's no reason why this shouldn't be working. See what we get. That's better. So we'll do this for now. Anyway, as I was saying, solely because my particular playing style is the one that I will admit is sometimes tentative, if not concerning. Conservative, not concerning. I don't know, it might be concerning as far as entertainment wise goes. But because I tend to play very conservatively, trying to avoid certain complications, I think that's why we are and I need to go ahead and get rid of this GPS. Just gonna make that one not visible. A small adjustment here. Lock our gyros in override. And continue our track to Galler's Rest. So again, because of my playing style, I want to make sure that this is very, very clear. This has nothing to do with the scenario itself. I would much rather have avoided having to make the trip to Galler's Rest. That's why we pushed to get to the rescue beacon before that time ran out. But at this point, I just want to get to Galler's Rest as quickly as possible. We do not have a ship that can fend off any serious attack. So I am going to be avoiding confrontation I do not plan. We are going to continue to transit to Gallows Rest until such a time that we have to stop. And as I've mentioned in the previous episodes, that makes for not very exciting streaming. So here we are. That's part of the reason why Friday's stream was just of our Economy 2 edition. And we didn't do anything with this particular scenario on Friday when we normally would. We just had a lot more interesting stuff going on in our Economy 2 edition. But I don't want to ignore or neglect this scenario, so here we are. I can't tell you if this is how long we're going to be streaming. I can't tell you if we're going to do anything exciting. I hate to think that this could end up just being a stream of us heading in one particular direction with nothing exciting happening, but there's a very strong possibility, depending on what we have spawn, that this is a transit stream. So we are making decent time. We are when we are transiting, we are transiting at almost max speed. Very close, so we're making good time, and we are about to actually cross the 5,000 kilometer threshold distance to Gallows Rest. We have at that point we will have already traveled 1,600 kilometers closer to Gallows Rest from when we left the planet. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to move, and if anything comes up, we will jump in. You know, if we need to stop for something, which there possibly could be, perhaps we'll get an asteroid spawn in that is close enough that we won't have to get off track or off of our current direction too much to investigate that, but we shall see. So things we would find worthy of stopping for include uranium, ice, and gold. So if we come across any of those items or superconductors, all things we would consider stopping or slowing down to investigate. So depending on what we get from spawns, we see. Sorry about the dogs. This is that time of evening when they're trying to settle down, and sometimes Dolly doesn't like to settle down as quickly as the others do. So she's trying to play. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic while they're doing their thing, and we'll be back when something's happening. actually have some peace for a moment. We did have one asteroid go by. I spoke too soon. That D2 hauler wreck might have been interesting to check out. We never did get an indication from it. It was at 21. Oh, we're getting, it looks like we're getting closer now. Yes, we are. Okay, so we might start to see that here shortly. If that's the case, then we may go check out that D2 hauler wreck. Hopefully should see that any moment now. Should be a distress or a beacon. It may slow down for a bit. To give us a better chance. Slow down to 50. That way we're still moving should we not see it, but we've slowed down enough that there it is. That's our distress signal. Okay. We were way off there. Oh shoot, we got two. Okay. One was definitely closer. Okay. There we go. We should be able to have this lined up pretty good. I can actually see it slightly. I'm gonna go ahead and lock in our override on our gyros. Dolly's trying to push in right now to get into my lap, so yeah, we have to interrupt this. Just a second. We have a turret on the top. I want to say it's probably a Gatling turret. There may be, it's possible that there may be an interior turret also, but we should be able to get within close to 800 meters. Yeah, it looks like a Gatling turret. And we've got a military frigate down below us. Some science shuttle. That missile frigate is going to be an issue. So we should be able to get... Okay, I can see the other one now. So we should be able to get within... should be able to get within 1,000 meters. Yeah, it's a Gatling turret. Okay. Start slowing down. And, go ahead and get ourselves stopped. Go ahead and leave our stuff on, and take a look at inventory. I don't think we're going to need the oxygen. Actually, we're going to go ahead and grab oxygen bottle. Yeah. Where is the oxygen bottle? There it is. Just in case. Go ahead and grab 2 meals. We'll eat one. Take one with us. Yep, we're good. And like I said, we're gonna get out of the field of view of that Gatling turret. If there's anything on the bottom, we'll find out quickly because it'll start shooting at us. Okay. Now right here, we know the Gatling turret was facing the other direction, so we're going to try to go ahead and sneak up to it. Does not appear to be operative.
Inventory full.
Okay, go ahead and claim the grid. Defensive unit. Light seat. Timer blocks. Warhead. Crap. Shoot. I'll see where the warhead is. Ah. It's armed. It's got a 7-second timer. That one is going down. Watch out. This may explode. Let's see, we saw a light seat. Okay, it's been more than 15 seconds, which is what we would have been looking at this thing to explode if that timer was going to set off the 3 seconds, 2, 1. Timer's not going down on that. I need to find that warhead. So I'm gonna get killed looking for this thing. That thing is separated. There it is.
Inventory.
Thank goodness. What do we go after? Going after the back. Going after the back. I'll let the other take off. This thing isn't moving. Okay. I don't need that. Come on. I don't need any of that. It's not useful at all. Ooh.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Gravity components. Do I need the gravity components? Can't get rid of any of this here. Can't take that. That's I don't need a GPS marker. That is dumb. Yeah. Okay. Not a whole lot here. Now I just gotta find our ship. There it is. Well, we didn't come away with nothing. We didn't really come away with anything all that important. But, we didn't die. We have a little bit of magnesium, which is, which isn't nothing, because, while we haven't had to yet, we may need to make armor. Not armor, I meant ammo. I'm not going to go after the other distress signal because we've already basically seen that it's a science ship, and unfortunately it is accompanied by a twin rail drone. So we do have another asteroid though. So we'll see if we can get close enough to this asteroid to see if there's anything on it. Turn that GPS off. Again, the things we're looking for, it would be worth stopping here at this asteroid is if we come across gold, ice, or more uranium. Ideally, the more pure forms of those. It's going to take a minute for us to slow down from this speed, so I'm going to go ahead and start slowing down. Just under 50. Back out. We are still processing uranium that we got from our last asteroid. We still have a large amount of it, which is good. If we ever get enough gold to make the superconductors that we need, that uranium is going to be important for powering the jump drive. So trying to see if I can get a glimpse of anything on the surface of this. There's one little spot that almost looks like it has a yellow tinge, and if it has a yellow tinge, of course, we got to be quick to jump on it. I do want to try to get close enough also that we can detect anything that might be near the surface. Of course, I don't want to run into it at all. That would not be good. And there do appear to be some death voxels nearby, so congratulations to the Carolina Hurricanes for winning the Stanley Cup. Nothing. Uranium. More uranium. Okay, we're not going to stop for that, but we are going to leave a... We're going to leave a marker there. Get up to speed again. And we're back on the road again. I think I see iron on there too. Yeah. Oh, we've got a beacon. Here we have a Factorum relay satellite. A pirate privateer. Here's our science shuttle. And the reason why we're not going after the science shuttle. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the D2 Holowreck. You can see that it's very far away now. And unknown beacon. It's a Factorum spy drone. Love to catch one of those. Don't tell him what he's got. Can't tell though. And 18, we got a pirate outpost. Oh, it's nice to see it actually spawned with an asteroid this time. Notice that in some of our other series and some of my personal playthroughs as well. They're not always spawning with the asteroids. And so we're gonna continue pushing to Galler's Rest. The inverted subgrids are definitely playing with our physics. Already knocked another 100 kilometers off of our transit. We're 43 minutes in, so when it comes to the D2 hauler, there was obviously an event controller that when it detected damage, like grinding, it turned on the warhead. But it didn't turn on the warhead for grinding the turret, which to me makes more sense than grinding the panel that was in front of, you know. I'm just not really sure. If it was meant to be that way, or not. Because I believe, at least from my perspective, disabling the turret would probably be the priority in the approach. That would be the tactic. Disable the turret and then go about doing your business. So, is allowing the player to disable the turret and not trigger the warhead a way to lull them in to a false sense of security? Or was it something that was overlooked or a mistake? Because it could definitely do that. It could make somebody feel like they don't have anything else to worry about, so they go about their business not realizing there's a warhead standing by. Well, but we knew there was a warhead, and the reason we knew there was a warhead is because when we took control of the turret, we used that terminal access to figure out what else was on the ship. And we could see that there was a warhead. So, was that just a flawed, a flaw in the plan, or what? We need to charge our batteries. We're down below 50% on the batteries. We're using 4.16 grams a second. Now we've got another distress signal. I know I probably shouldn't be looking at the entity list when we get that, but I tend to see that as using your ship's sensors to find out what's going on around you. Fortunately, that does kind of spoil what some of the encounters have in store, so we won't be investigating that distress signal. We have a new one. Mercenary wreck. And it might be a pirate beacon also. We won't be investigating either of those. Not because of any inherent risk of those particular encounters, although they do have their risk. There's, in my experience, there's nothing worth stopping for at that point for those. There we go. There's two things. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's two different things up there. I wonder if one of those is the relay and the other one is the Merc. The Merc would be on the asteroid, but to the right of that, I'm going to try to put it right at our tail. You can see there's another piece that's just coming off the tail there. Yep. Pretty sure that's a beacon. That's the pirate beacon that we saw. And that beacon will call in reinforcements. In my experience with the wreckage of a Mercenary 2 is that it tends to be bruisers. Bruisers are not cool at all. And now we have a skull hunter. And the skull hunter is in front of us. What is this? We have it. Okay. We have some stuff going on here. So we got our mercenary wreck, which we just passed. Beacon at 620. Yep. Okay. Got the Hunter Mark II. And then we have, I think this is another set, or it might be the Solar Barge wreck. Yeah, that could be. This is actually the first time we've had a Skull Hunter spawn in front of us. This is the only problem with our proposed make a run straight for Gallows Rest. At full speed, to my knowledge, they can't catch us. The only time we would have to worry about it is if they spawn directly in front of us. And that hunter was not directly in front of us, but was in front of us, and they are getting closer to us as we speak. But I think we're probably going to be able to avoid that particular hunter right now. Another beacon. This one's at 10. There's. Woo! A hull breaker. Good ship. I've made use of sentence has not checked in. That's unusual. Your flag is last night contact. Report within 187 hours or your status will be reviewed. We don't really have a reason to collect a hull breaker. So and we're making good progress. We're approaching our 1 hour mark in the stream, and we've gone the better part of 200 kilometers. So if we continue this, we should be in good shape. We should be able to knock a decent chunk of this out. So Charge on the batteries. We're going to try to get that done faster than rather than slower. Ooh. It's pretty... There's a pretty big asteroid down there. There's a part of me that would like to go check that out. But at this speed, it's going to be... And that's actually a pretty decent ways away, so... Still hull breaker. We are going to go ahead and drop solar barge. We'll wait for a bit before we our physics is pulling us off course because of the subgrids, I think. That's what I feel like. See if that holds us more steady. $15. We have a pirate hideout. And good thing. Okay, it spawned with its... It's good, it spawned with its asteroid. Okay. $33. 11. Okay there. Do I need that? Like I said, guys, I know this is not exciting stuff. Unfortunately, this is just what I feel inclined. I feel inclined to do. Based on the circumstances of how our ship is built and the circumstances of our rescue being thwarted. So and I realize it's not exciting. check something here to see if this messes with the what you guys see in the stream. Looks like it does. Yeah. Alright, now you guys should just get a black screen. Just give me just a moment. There we go. I'll go ahead and turn the reactor off. This concept, though, of starting with a small grid and adding subgrids with the large grid blocks does have is. Oh, we've got another. Where's that? We got another wrecked Corvette. Wrecked Corvette has a jump drive. We're going to stop. And I can only hope that we're not too far away from it. Okay. So a wrecked Corvette, this particular platform of Corvette does have a jump drive. In most cases, when I have experienced this encounter, it is damaged. But even if it has some of its key components, to give you a sense, man, these pirate hideouts are not great. Okay, we have stopped. Let's go ahead and go ahead and get us turned around, hopefully. We're going to start heading back in the general direction of the Corvette. That's the beacon. See, this is where I start to think maybe the hull breaker would have been nice to get, because we could have easily turned a hull breaker into a welder and used it to not only tear down the Corvette, but okay. There's the distress signal. It's down. I don't see anything. We're gonna go ahead and get moving. We're pointed down. Hopefully find this guy. And I'll tell you, if we end up getting a... Like, if we can get a jump drive started, that's going to be huge. Huge. Okay. Go ahead and get us moving. About 30. And we'll wait for the distress signals. There it is. Wow, that's... say very nearly in front of us, but and we will have to be careful. There are corvettes are obviously armed. I'm not sure if I have enough. There is always the consideration of we could actually break down our ship to repair the corvette, but I'm not sure if that would be the best way to go. We're going to put that, and then we're going to put that right there. Jump back out, and I'm going to try to keep an eye out for what we've got, because we've got a beacon below us that's closer. So we're going to need to be mindful of that. Yeah, we're not. It's going to be very difficult to tell which one is which. Looks like our Corvette right there. Definitely gonna have to stay within. Yeah, that's our Corvette. Corvette may have assault cannons on it, so we definitely need to stay well out of range. I really wish we had not gone past this. Because the last thing we really want to be doing is moving backwards further away from Gallows Rest at this point. Again, if this ship did not have a jump drive, we would not be we would not be doing this. And we're going to have to be expedient because we do not want to deal with the longer we sit in an area, the more likely we are to encounter hostile forces like skull hunters and whatnot. So there is iron. Iron on this asteroid cluster. Speed up a little bit. Barely. Just another 5 meters a second. I don't know if you can see, but right there we have there's a turret on the side. This, I can't quite tell what the orientation is right now of the ship. I think this is the bow, the nose, right here. Yeah, this is piece of debris. It looks like a large hydrogen thruster. So it's a hydrogen powered ship, so I can't recall if we can't recall if they maintain enough of enough integrity of their hydrogen tanks to be able to reuse. So start slowing down here shortly. I think we're coming in on the underside. Yeah. And that looks... Oh, I'm seeing... Okay, I'm seeing an assault can. So, we're gonna have to... We're going to need to start slowing down here soon. And this is going to be a pretty good jaunt to get over there. So, what I need to do is get in, disable the guns. We need to get back to the ship. We need to bring the ship as close as we can and start tearing down the jump drive. So that's our challenge right now. So I'm expecting to need oxygen. Let me get... And we're gonna get two meals. Drop one now. Jump out. And we'll want to come in from the right side to make sure I'm out of the Gatling turrets line of fire. I think I can handle dodging the assault cannon if it's functional. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Dadgummit. No, but it's not a survival kit. Type 2. Refresh, thank you. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why it's doing this. Refresh. Come on, man. There we go. That was ridiculous. Should not have happened like that.
Energy low.
Come on, power. Go get my body, which hopefully I'll be able to grab without getting killed. And then, we'll see. Okay. Good news is it may have blasted my body far enough away that it's not going to be within the range of the gun. So, at least that's my hope. Yeah. Is there another way I can approach? That will give me some cover from both. Whoa, whoa. Man, he just shot his own stuff, I think. He did. Okay. So the tank is dead. I think I want to take out the Gatling gun first. And I can get in the shade.
Inventory full.
I also have this gun, which is an issue, but not right away. Okay, there's that.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay. Let's see, where did he shoot? Yeah, he shot that debris that was over here. Actually, no, it's right there. There's a turret. Go ahead and claim the grid. This way it doesn't disappear. It shouldn't have been an issue in the first place. Can I find out anything else in here? Okay. Alright, let's go get the ship. Bring it in. Go turn off the turrets. Should turned. Seems like it's moving further away from the debris. Like shooting itself caused it to start moving. Might need to grind those down. Yeah, it definitely moved. It moved. Okay, come on. This has got ammo in it. I'm fairly certain it's going to have ammo in it. Why I want to... Yeah, there we go. That's a lot of ammo. And that is good. So we can use that. Oh my god, 6 at a time. Cosmic, the small inventory is killing me. I mean, I love it, but jeez, sucks. Hurry and get this stuff put away. You can imagine what it's going to take to get this jump drive. There, okay. Alright, the rest is, let's see, we got a thruster. Not that big of a deal, that's not the big deal. Let's get, what all has this thing got? Oh my god, it's got all the real stuff. It's got most of the important stuff. Got to get this thing to stop moving. I don't know how to do it without cheesing it. Okay.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay. I need... Come on, shot. Come on, man. I gotta get... Gotta get to it. Without wrecking into this thruster over here. Busy. Come on, shut the door. Take the air out. All right. So what I'm going to try to do here is I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I need a grinder. Don't need the O2 right now. There we go. Gives me a little bit more inventory to work with. Okay. Now I need to move away. Move it away a bit. Come on. One, two, three, four. Way more than I need. Wasted some there. That wasn't good. Do I go one more? I don't know if I'm going to need it. All right, let's just go ahead and see what we can do here. And I got what? Nothing? Okay. Gotta hurry, 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 hurry. Can't place it. Not a drill. Dadgummit. Okay. Shoot, we got the skull death light. This is what I'm talking about. We gotta hurry. We gotta get this stuff and go. Got to go.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Gotta hurry. Get the hell out of here. Come on. jumped it. Come on. Need it all. I get it. I did. Okay. Alright, so we did get the, we got the jump drive from the Corvette. And gotten us up to speed. Okay. Okay. Eight. Okay, we're pulling away from the death light. We're rolling. Need food. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. We're not messing with this medical shuttle. Get rid of that. We need a jump drive. Okay. They both need the same amount of stuff. Okay. Of course, you gotta add it. I like that. It's not great, but I mean, it works. Can't really put anything on that side. Yeah, I think we're gonna get stuck up front here. Not sure I want to do that. It kind of blocks the turret there. Not that the turret's going to do us a whole lot of good. Gravity components are one at a time. So Oh, it's terrible. The power cells are going to be held too.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Guys, let's see what I got. I'm going to have to set up a welder here.
Inventory.
I just got to make sure I don't grind this thing down to nothing and lose components. On. Dang it.
Huh.
I don't know if you guys saw what I did there. It wasn't smart. Okay. Right. So that welder is going to build that way faster than I ever could. Way faster. Okay. I'm on. Need computers and a bunch of superconductors. Okay. We're going to throw that into the construction. go ahead and do that. Just go ahead and... I'll tell you what, if we actually manage to get the, if we manage to get this jump drive built, that's gonna, it will hopefully speed things up quite a bit. So, that's my hope. I don't think we're gonna have it. We're not gonna have enough gold to get everything, but yeah, we're gonna have nearly enough. That's all we got right there. Oh, man. Setting the welder up was definitely the way to go, though. Definitely. All right, so we need 782 more of those. Do I have any more superconductors? We've knocked a good 300 kilometers off our trip here. Stay away from the welder. Put all that in there. Let's see. And I've got 20, that's 80. That means I got 120. Yeah, I got 120 more superconductors right there. And I think, what else do we have superconductors in? I'm not sure what else we might have it in, so. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up what we need along the way and go from there. Go ahead and pump up a little bit more speed. Go ahead and charge up our careful, we've been wasting hydrogen. We do not have a ton of ice. We have some, but we don't have a ton. Okay. Right, so we're right now we're still screaming toward Gallows Rest. And let's see. What is this? Hardtack. With some clang crunchies would be great right now. Certainly wouldn't mind coming across another Corvette. I mean, I know it's not a bunch of superconductors, but at least, well, also with that grinder out there now, we're going to be able to, if we do need to stop and salvage anything, at least we can do it relatively quickly. So, I guess we'll see. That's not too far off. Ugh. Seeing anything. So far, we haven't come across an asteroid that didn't have something of value on it. That one doesn't really look like it's got much. 86 hours. Guess we put 2 hours in. Yeah. $31. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to be very careful as we come by because I do not want to clip anything. We're gonna do a scum save there. Watch, it'll be gold. Nothing? Does not happen very often. Another one right there. I don't know if we'll be able to get to this guy before we pass him, but I don't know if we'll be able to get close enough to this guy. Oh, what do we got there? 19. Another wreck. Yep. It's relatively small. The good thing about that is it's pretty easy to usually find what's on it because it's not that big, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get... I think we're going almost too fast to actually get a good swing on this guy. A little surprised I don't have more here. Ooh. These guys. Mean, mean, mean. They do remind me of the Rocinante though. So can't complain too much. At this point, gold is really the only reason to stop. See some gold though. It's our mercenary 2 right there. Gotta be careful with that arm. Just my luck. I'll clip a death voxel. Gold, no gold. What do you think? Oop. Not seeing nothing. Well, it hasn't been all boring. It hasn't been all boring. We do have a jump drive started. We got killed. Shot in the face with the assault cannon turret. Let's see. We had to expedite our salvage because we had some skull hunters come into the area. The good news is we got there, got what we needed, and we got out. And we're about to hit the 400-kilometer mark in today's travels. And it's just been over 2 hours. Hey, we got our level 1 buff. I will say this. If we come across another hull breaker, we may grab that. Watch. Say that, and this is what's going to happen. No, pirate hideout. Again, at least it's coming in with the asteroid this time. I'm not going to complain about that. It's not been coming in with the asteroid. Some of my other games. I wonder if it's just, no, I don't know. I was going to say, I wonder if it's the mod count. I don't know. It's really nice to feel like we're finally making some progress, getting away from planets. Wasn't quite enough. Let's see, what's this? 89%, 75%. Lasagna. 2 grain, 1 vegetable, and 1 mammal meat. Am I at 20? Alright, we'll make lasagna. There we go. That'll keep us full for a while. Go ahead and turn the reactor off. Just trucking along. Gonna have to, I am gonna have to make a change to that grinder arm. Yep, gonna have to make a change to that. It's not that way. Oh, we got a distress signal. Let's see. Stratofreighter. Let's, why don't we go ahead and start slowing down? I think we might be, might be able to find some parts there. Freighter is, I've never rebuilt one. They can have some decent loot though. Not seeing it. Oh, might see it. Don't work the same way though. We're going to try to go, we need to go as fast as we can. Oh. There it is. Slowly creeping our way up to 50 meters a second. I don't remember if these have any weapons or not. It's one of the few ships I guess I don't have that much knowledge about. Should probably get to know the Freighter a little bit better. The big thing I want to do here is get in, we'll precautionary stop it and try to stop at 1.6. Make sure we're out of any large caliber turret range, and then again we'll go in. The idea to take out any defenses that are in there first. Get in, verify that there's not, we don't have any other hazards to worry about. Identify the cargo elements we don't want to salvage. And then get in, grind the things, collect the things that we need and want, and start to get out. Okay. Really hope we don't die this time. Before I do that, let's take another quick look with the gun. See if we can find any. Not seeing any turrets. No. Okay. Don't suspect I'm gonna need the oxygen, so we'll just go ahead and head out and see what we got. There's always a hole in the ship. See, it was shot through the center. Good looking here. We're gonna claim the wreck. Oh, we got awesome tools. That's the armory. Oh, tons of iron. That's not bad. We got lots of barrels floating around though. So let's okay. Make sure we've got nothing that's a surprise. A couple of event controllers. Timer blocks. I only hope. Let's take a look. Again, I'm just trying to make sure if there's anything we can... Spoiled food. Armories. There really wasn't anything else. Air storage. No, this isn't everything. I'm really just afraid we're gonna... something bad's gonna happen here. Can't use any of that. And take that. It's not gonna hurt. Small cargo. That's it. There's nothing else in here. In the half beds. Is that going to be? Not seeing anything in the half beds. Nothing in the O2H2 gen. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Unfortunately. We got parts here. Are there any superconductors in there? Do not look in that. Nope. So, Stratofreighter. So this is the Stratofreighter. It can be a decent little cargo ship. It's not it's not. It's okay. It's, you know, nothing crazy, but all right. Let's see, where is my antenna? There we go. We do have a couple of, I mean, we got the tools. The tools are good. We got a little bit of, what else to grab? Got some silver. Nothing terrible here. Okay. Won't fit. Great. Put that there. Go ahead and get our. Give it to me so I can at least put it in my toolbar. I don't really see any reason to really go after this anymore, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get moving. Get ourselves straightened out and keep heading. What is that? Certainly not what I wanted there. Is that slow? Why did that slow down? Should not have slowed down. Definitely getting some physics interference right now. Hold her off since having it on. Been nice to have gotten something other than what we did, but 57% on our hydrogen. Definitely going to be harvesting ice. We come across some ice. I'm not seeing any asteroids, so nothing we can even really investigate right now. Let's see. That is coming along very well. Cannot complain about that at all. Yep. Okay. We got up there. Oh, we got a skull hunter. I knew that we couldn't stay. You can't stay still for long. They're going to show up. They're going to show up. Getting that jump drive would, getting that going would be outstanding. We were able to knock. I can only imagine a jump. He'd easily be able to get 2,000. I think he'd be able to get 2,000 kilometers. I don't know. I mean, we may be small grid, but we're still sitting at 768,000 kilos, so it's not small. Well, it's not light, we'll say that. You notice that we get this little kick on our ion thrusters over here. So we're obviously physics are we're definitely fighting now. But nothing but empty space. Let's see what we got at 20. Ooh, we got a smuggler and a cutter. Smugglers are fun little ships. They're hard to capture, but they're fun little. Pirates are out and about. They're looking for us. Mobile shipyard. Interesting. I see those very often. Of course, this star system was overrun by pirates years ago. You probably still have every now and then some desperate captain trying to make a run. Press his luck. It's certainly been a minute since we've seen an asteroid. It does feel like the asteroids kind of come in bunches, though. Like, you'll go a while without seeing one, and then when you see one, there's usually another one that's going to be nearby or shortly thereafter. So, alright, 500 kilometers, guys. Knocked out 500 kilometers. Input is third. Well, shipyards. Long beacon. Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and plan for perhaps another 15 minutes or so. We've been recording, we've been streaming now for 2 hours and 45 minutes. And it's after midnight my side, and eyes are starting to get a little heavy. So we've made good distance. Why are we drifting? I don't understand. Drift. It's like there are periods of greater drift than others. Sometimes we'll sit in the same spot for quite a while and we won't wander or anything, and then all of a sudden we'll just start drifting off course. I haven't touched the keyboard, nothing. There we go. But yeah, starting to get a little tired, so. No, it's not going to be as long as our Economy 2 edition was on Friday, but I mean, like I said, I feel like this is not the most exciting, but we actually got some stuff done. We got ourselves, we found a non-functional jump drive that had a majority of the worst parts that we were going to need. Of course, the superconductors are what they are. And, but we were able to set up a grinder so we weren't out there bouncing back and forth with one gravity component at a time. And then we set up a welder to get that built as soon as the components are there. So we've got a jump drive in progress that's got a welder that's going to weld it as fast as those parts become available. So we stopped, we saw a couple of wrecks. That's a beacon. Yeah. Yes, these guys can go. This is another Strider. Yeah, it's and a pirate depot. And just don't know. I just don't know if it's worth. To freaking see him, so. Oh, that is not what I want to be going near. That's the wrong one. I was heading the wrong way. It's the kind of mistake that'll get you killed there. I think that's our distress signal. Yeah. But you could take that the Strato freighter. I think it's primarily an Atmo though. I bet you could take that though with you could take the front of that, or even, I mean, the main body of it, and attach that to the front of the distressed vessel. Whoa. Oh, lost trade runner. Reactors. And uranium. Hmm. Nah. We will leave that as is. We're gonna leave those. Another one. Oh, we got a staging station. And a moon moth. Oh, man. Moon moth. One of my favorites. Oh, absolutely no use to us right now. Love the moon moth, though. And, staging station's a good one. Yeah. Like I said, not a terrible run. This episode. Figure we'll lose the pirate beacon, should drop out at 20k, if I'm correct. That might be the same for our distress. No, we got something else. 13. Oh, we got a death light. Awesome. Yep. I've seen what the hunters look like. Let's see what a death light looks like. Very nasty looking. Definitely see Cosmic's design influence on them. He does amazing aesthetics on his grids. Hey, we made survival level 2. We did die this episode. Lost all our buffs. So let's see. As we get ready to wrap up, our next scheduled streaming time should be this Tuesday. And right now I don't have anything on the calendar that may interfere with that. I will, of course, keep you updated should something change. We are starting this week. I will be starting some work on one of our vehicles for the DIY channel. So I guess there's a possibility that could do something, but 1877 fractured station pod. Fractured station. I won't show you guys that one. I'll let you guys take a look at it. That is a refresh of a original random encounter. We really did make some good distance today. Looks like we're going to send just about... Oh, piece of ice. Ian, you guys are awesome. Yeah, I know. I'm going to bed here soon. We got a few minutes before we're going to wrap this episode. So, we're getting close. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're feeling better, Ian. Love you too, guys. Put a smile on my face. You guys are the best. We'll try to get in, we'll try to chat this week. And, you guys can give me an update. And, or just let me know how things are going. And if there's been any, yeah. If there's, been any news or updates to plans such as they could be. But again, you guys are the best. So good to see you. I appreciate it so much when you guys stop by and jump into chat. All right. All right, everybody. Well, let's see. We are 4,413 kilometers away. Oh, distressed vessel. There's a distressed vessel. This is the one. Distressed vessel is the one you might be able to merge with the Stratofreighter. Just be careful when you go into. If you're going to try to capture this or do something with it, you got to be quick. There's a reactor that's going bad in there. You need to try to grind that down to non-functional before it blows up. You see the stuff on the other side that's sparking there? It'll blow that up. So, good ship that you can modify. I've got a couple of variations of this that I've modified. So, you could add that Stratofreighter front end, like, to this here. And it would lengthen and open up that ship some. So, but we are not going to be doing that today. We are gonna call it a night, everybody. Keyhook, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. You guys are awesome. Ah, Denise, you guys are so nice. Yeah, I'm just it. I'd love to be able to do it a little bit longer, but eyes are starting to droop, and I love you guys too. Thank you, everybody. We did have some people stop in and watch through the course of the stream. You guys are awesome. Not the usual time that I'm doing anything, so I didn't really expect a whole lot of people, but it was nice to have some people show up and jump into chat. Ian, Denise, awesome. Keyhook, really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you get some rest. Hope your life is treating you as good as you deserve. So, I'm going to call it a night. Everybody take care of yourselves. And then take care of others when you can. And always, always be safe. Remember, close that visor. Don't forget your dampeners. Bring a rad kit. And I'll see you on the other side.